G'day world, Paul here. Day 26, one day after the completion of my 4,000 kilometre ride from Melbourne to Darwin. Completed in 25 days, averaging 160 kilometres a day, on roads that are not designed for push bikes to share with road trains, fast moving cars, caravans and camper vans. Perhaps a battle more of mental toughness than physical fitness and endurance. I'm certain that without the support of a team of remarkable people and those who followed my journey on a day-to-day basis, sending me messages of encouragement, I could not have completed the journey in the set time allocated. I'd like to mention a few people in particular. Michelle, my amazing travelling companion, camper van driver, food preparer, photographer, campsite organiser, website and Facebook designer, and general dog's body. Thank you so much. If you'd not volunteered your services, this project could never have got off the ground and would forever have remained just a twinkle in my eye. Christian, who's been a tireless backroom support, video editor and general strategist, I owe a great debt of gratitude. And so does the cockerel. I've said to him, and will now say it to everyone, I may have been the grunt in this ride, but he's been the heart and soul of the ride. And you see, echoed again by the cockerel. Without his wise counsel and careful editing, the videos presented would have been less than tolerable to watch. He cracked... Here we go again. He cracked the whip when needed and gave words of solace when required. It was he who kept me focused on the main task of keeping people both informed and entertained. And so say the cockerel. A very wise counsellor. Thank you, Chris. Tim, who only 10 days prior to the ride pulled out all of the stops and threw in all of his resources to not only design a cutting-edge website in record time, and that is thinkfoodthinklife.com, but to set up several video hangouts where mobile coverage allowed. Thank you, Tim, for all that you've done for me and for setting me up for what will essentially be my life's work from now on, to educate, encourage, enthuse people to take control of their health and eat wisely. Pip, who also pulled out all the stops to set up media coverage, arrange for the Mayor of Bendigo to see me off, and for the Mayor of Darwin to greet me at the end of my journey. Without her input, the media coverage would have been few and far between. Thank you, Pip. See a newfound friend who met us in Renmark, set up a talk to the school kids at, I think it's the St. Joseph Primary School, provided boxes of fruit, a hand pump in case of punctures, 2 ride tops and a wonderful vegan meal at the Renmark Club. Thank you so much. I value your friendship greatly. And my good friend Carol, who did all of the sewing for me. She sewed the Velcro on the back of my riding shirts and also sewed the Foreign Legion flap on the back of my cap. Without that, Carol, I would have had a lot of pain on the back of my neck because of a sunburn, so I really do appreciate your work. Thank you very much indeed. Who through her Inspiration Cafe brought both Tim and I together, and this was a major contributor to the ride and will continue to be in future initiatives under the Think Food, Think Life banner. Ian, who donated several items of memorabilia through Bartercard for us to auction or raffle off after the ride to go towards our 2 charities, the Orangutan Project and Motor Neurone Disease. Stay tuned for the announcement of a post-ride get-together to celebrate and remember the ride. It will be at this function that the articles will be displayed and either auctioned or raffled. So to all my wonderful followers and supporters, you are all invited, and I look forward to seeing you in person and thanking you for all of your support. To Lee, who drove out to Adelaide River from Darwin to greet Michelle and I, and who loaned us his car for the duration of our visit to Darwin. Also to Stephanie for allowing us to use her place as a base in Darwin, Peter Haywood and Neil Francis for riding with me from Bendigo to Mildura, and Russell for riding out of Bendigo with me. to Trevor Scott of Radio Riverland FM, who phoned every weekday morning to interview me and keep his listeners informed of my progress. Thank you very much. Last but not least, to my beautiful Jackson bike that held together, worked perfectly for the whole duration of the ride, and it was just a pleasure to ride. Thank you very much to Dom for building it, and for the bike for being such a great companion.